Hi, my name is Sheikh, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my BTech project. These are the topics I am going to be talking to you about today. The project itself, what it represents, and what it's supposed to do. The second being the project, Android application, design, components required, future implementation, issues, Android Java programming, and Android Studio layout. I will be developing an application that connects to a Cisco router or a switch via Bluetooth. The purpose of this application is to have a sliding menu where it will list all the basic commands and all the common commands used to configure a switch or a router. This app makes configuring a router or a switch portable, as you would not need a computer to connect to the switch or to the router. It would also make it easier, as you would not have to type any of the commands out. You just need to touch a button and your command will be executed. It also makes this app very unique. As far as I know, there are not many apps on the Play Store that have this type of a function where you could configure a router or a switch through an app by using the most common commands on a menu. This is a prototype design of what the app will look like. It has a menu with all the listed commands. The sliding menu is still under a lot of progress, as I am trying to develop my skills and knowledge on Android Studio. The second slide of the design shows the terminal output we will be receiving once a command is being executed. As you can notice, the picture of the prototype designs look of an iOS application, and that is because it was a little easier to design this prototype in the Xcode application rather than on the Android Studio. The Xcode application is an iOS application used to develop program applications for iPhones, iPads, etc. A fellow student of mine is doing the same project, except he will be developing it for an iOS application. The components required for this application or for this project are the Arduino Nano and the HC06 Bluetooth. The HC06 Bluetooth is a serial wireless UART adapter which will connect to the Arduino Nano. The Android Studio is an IDE which will be used to program and design the application. In the future, I would like to implement subcommands that would extend other commands. What I mean by this is, when you type any command, you could use a question mark to see what will be the next command you could use. For example, if you click the show command, the other command could come in another list, such as the show run command or a show version command if you had to choose a show command. For another implementation would be a keyboard implementation. What a keyboard implementation will do is, it will predict a following word of a user command. The issues we have with keyboard implementations is predicting the following user command can be a little bit tricky to implement. A lot of research still needs to be done on this. As you would notice, there is no solution slide, and that is due to the reason I have not figured out how to solve this issue and still need a little bit of research on how to implement it. Android apps are developed using Java programming. I intend to use the libraries provided by Android Studio, making it easier for myself. Android Studio is an open source platform that is used to program any Android application. This is what an Android Studio layout looks like. As you can see, the content main.xml is used to design the layout of the application. It can also be done through a graphical interface, or you can program it using the XML codes. A main activity is a Java file, and this is where all the programming is taking place. And this is the end of the presentation, and I thank you for watching.